Excellent. We have not done this before, but here is what we are going to do. One of the parents, actually Samantha's mom, wrote a play and entered it in a contest at the Kennedy Center. She did not win. Their loss, our gain. We have decided to produce the play here, and we're going to do it right now. As you see in the program, the name of the play is Ask Not What Your Country Can Do For You, Ask What You Can Do For Your Country. So, without further ado, we will start the play.
We are ready for you, Madam President.
It has been too many years since one person electrified the genius and potential of our great nation. Too many years since we dared to dream the impossible and see it become reality. Too many years since we faced enemies with the sense of invincibility associated with taking the moral high ground and knowing that our positions will shape the world. Too many years since John Kennedy took his oath of office. When we heard, I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing man on the moon, we believed in the inevitability of our collective efforts triumphing in the space race. We have partially lost the will and the vision to lead. We lead the world in pharmaceutical prices, but not the necessary research for new drugs and cures. We have seen the exodus of American companies who once based their manufacturing here. We have seen the loss of pride, or its apathy, of working Americans who can no longer afford to buy American when they go to big retail stores. How did he unite and inspire us? My fellow Americans, at least those of you over the age of 60, close your eyes and remember.
January the 20th, 1961.
The cold, biting wind makes me feel alive, more than ready to begin a fight and to let inertia claim victory. As America's first Irish Catholic president, I have broken down the door to a club that endured for 175 years. Blazing a political trail is not easy, but neither is getting in a spaceship on top of exploding rocket fuel, or trying to find common ground among the world's poorest people. You too must be confident and courageous. Your words must define the collective consciousness. People will remember them because they build on their own inner voices.
What would John Kennedy have said to help me overcome doubt as I go onto this podium?
Recognize that you are but a small chain in the nation's history. Hear your own trumpet. Now the trumpet summons us again, not as a call to bear arms, though arms we need, but a call to bear the burden of a long twilight struggle. A struggle against the common enemies of man, tyranny, poverty, disease, and war itself.
You always had the best speechwriters.
What about, let us never negotiate out of fear, but never fear to negotiate?
Another one of your great one-liners.
The most important piece of advice I can give you is to get good audience participation. I will pass the baton if you can get them to repeat something meaningful.
Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. With me now. Ask not what your